Throughout history, revolutions have been pretty common. The American Revolution, the French Revolution, and now the HyperSMP's revolution. And the story of this revolution started in my last HyperSMP video, where a player named Astral killed one of my friends and massacred the server. So in retaliation, I gathered a group of players to kill Astral at spawn. And after this, with these group of players, I made a faction called the SPO. The term SPO stands for Spawn Protection Operative, and our main goal is to keep spawn safe from people like Astral. And in an effort to maintain peace, I decided to launch a presidential election. I formally declare, as the temporary leader of Goosetown, we hold a presidential election. People who want to campaign have to post a video tagging the HyperSMP account, of stating why they want to be president and how they would benefit the town, or anything else they want to add. Good luck, HyperSMP, the server's fate is in your hands. And in response to this video, 3 people decided to apply for presidency, and by the end of the time for the voting for presidency, 1 player had emerged victorious. And this player's name was Watt. And the good thing about Watt winning the presidential election is that he was a member of the SPO, meaning he's my ally. But unfortunately, some players didn't like Watt and wanted him dead. So when Watt was giving his first presidential speech, something very bad would end up happening. Unfortunately, at Watt's first presidential speech, some members of the SPO were killed by a terrorist attack, led by the new faction called the REA. And the main antagonist in this team was a player called Fitty Fishy.
No, please. I'm gonna kill you, Zach.
Luckily, the president himself managed to escape. But when Fitty Fishy and the REA killed the SPO's members, I decided to just sit there and watch. But I did this for one reason and one reason only, and that was to gain the REA's trust. Because you see, ever since the very start of the server, the REA have viewed me as a hostile player. And if I gained their trust, my master plan to take down the REA would finally commence. But unfortunately, those REA pigs didn't trust me. But there was one thing I could do to gain their trust, and this was killing one of the REA's biggest enemies, a player called Blevs.
Death comes knocking.
But Blevs obviously wasn't too happy that I killed him, and since I didn't want to gain any more enemies on the server, I told Blevs why I had to kill him, and proposed a friendship between us. Yeah, Blevs, I have another proposition you might be interested in. You become a big part of my next video if you help us in the revolution against the REA. They, at the start of the server, wanted me dead for absolutely no reason, and I have never got that off my back. I want them all dead. So since I explained myself, Blevs wanted to join me in the fight against the REA. But little did I know, a bigger war was over the horizon. And that is the sub-war I have currently going on with Blevs. And please subscribe. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. Having Blevs help us in the revolution against the REA, the SPO actually had quite a big army. We were ready for war. But one unfortunate event escalated tensions between the SPO and REA further. You see, while most of the SPO were sleeping, in the middle of the night, a member of the REA blew a chunk out of Highswag's tower. And Highswag is in the SPO. And since Highswag is in the SPO, some SPO members the following day decided to blow up Fort Measley, which was an REA hotspot. And eventually enough was enough, and I decided to call one final battle. But the twist is, because I built so much trust up with the REA, I managed to trick them into thinking I was betraying the SPO in the fight.
You're acting so weird.
Restart, everybody.
Sorry, okay, yeah.
Sid, what are you doing?
I'm running because I got
I'm dead, yeah.
Look at died.
Hello.
Don't actually go blood them, by the way.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. Shut up, dude. Like, I didn't.
Sorry, okay, it's not that way. I didn't mean in that way. It's just.
Whoa, my game! I'm lagging. Okay, I'm good. Oh, shit, I'm alive.
Someone help.
No, man, I got Measley.
Heal. Zach, heal.
Oh, shit! We find it! We need those team things. We need that team thing. Let's see. Stay away from the tunnel.
Just don't go in the tunnel.
Don't go in. Where's City? Where's City? There he is.
Don't
even go into the tunnel.
Yeah, the tunnel is trapped. Les knows. It's the trap.
in the tunnel on me!
Don't go in the tunnel. I saw a TNT couple.
Yeah.
Don't go in the tunnel. There's a bomb.
Sniper, don't.
It's like,
Yo!
I got insta kill. Get him.
Get him.
1v2 diamond and then melee.
See, I'm on the fusion.
Don't go further in. I'm 1v2ing.
I'm up in the upper.
Good Jax. Yeah, Hyper, I'm here.
Oh my god.
Get diamond. Hyper. What do you mean? He never could restock information. Hello.
Yes, it is.
I didn't know.
Just get the fusion.
I'm attacking the wrong person. No, I'm not. Get me easily.
I'm on
Simon.
That's a nice shield, okay? That's a nice shield. We got this. That's not your shield, Abdul.
Oh, there's fucking skeleton.
Where are you guys?
Where are you guys? Oh, you guys died now.
God, just don't do that.
Focus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Guys, Diamond only has a totem. You can combo him. Use the OP strat.
No,
I'm just helping him.
okay. Try to gang up.
Get him, Viper.
Yeah.
Get him. What the fuck?
Okay, we
Running.
Where are these guys? Yes!
And there we have it, the leader of the REA is dead. The revolution was a success and we had finally defeated the REA.
Today, I've decided to abdicate myself as president of Goosetown. But my last decree before I step down is to banish the REA from the lands of Goosetown. And that means putting them into exile for a certain amount of time.